Get your 20 Elder Kais now. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we've got another Elder Kai guide for you for the part 1 of the Path to Power Great Adventure campaign. And it looks like there are quite a number of Elder Kais available to you during this campaign. As always, we will be going over where to get them, what to grind, so that way you can continue to save your Kais for when they are needed during big celebrations with LRs that may not necessarily have grindable super attacks. So let's go ahead, let's start at the first event you're going to want to grind out during the beginning of this celebration. That is the Return of the Curse of the Blood Ruby story event. This is the story event where you recruit the AGL Goku who awakens into the LR Goku and Arale. All you have to do is simply grab Dragon Ball Seeker's team, which now has quite a few LRs to be able to run for here, and then run stage 5 of this event, the Land of the Groomies. Run it on Z hard and collect up your blood rubies for every run. You can get up to 555 for clearing, plus whatever you pick up on the map. Once you've collected up enough, you can take them over to the Baba's shop and exchange the bloody rubies for at least 3 Elder Kais. You will need to collect up 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 for your 3 Elder Kais. So that is 25, 20, 45, 60,000 blood rubies in total. So very easy to do with the full Dragon Ball Seekers LRs. It's actually pretty easy to do. Should take you at least one full stamina run, depending on whether or not you're using support memories and your boost to get it done. So that is the first one. So we're up to 3 Elder Kais already. Moving on, the second stage of this event, we have the Devil's Princess event. This is the second event for awakening that Goku and Arale. Again, increased drop for picking up the drop candies here is the Dragon Ball Seekers. So load up your Dragon Ball Seekers and go to stage 3 and collect up as many of these sleeping princesses as you can. Drop rate is kind of low on this one, I'm not gonna lie, especially since the best you can do is 1 or 2 per run, but when you take them over to the shop, it is a significantly lower amount that you need. It looks like you need 60 total of these rubies, right? Or sleeping princesses, whatever you want to call them. But getting 60 will net you 3 more Elder Kais, bringing our grand total up to 6 simply for completing this. I'm going to throw out there, I would highly recommend using your sleeping princesses to grind out these story keys as well. Along with a bunch of other growth missions, we're gaining a bunch of story keys, so I'd highly recommend you use that to get more story keys, because story keys are always useful. So moving on, next event is the next event in the series, the Mystical Adventure, which allows you to recruit and awaken the LR Goku and Arale. Once again, the increased drop category is Dragon Ball Seekers, and for this one you'll want to run stage 5, Upa's Wish, and pick up these Ron dolls. Again, you'll need 60 of the Ron dolls to pick up 3 more Elder Kais, and if you pick up 10 more for 70 total dolls, you can pick up 10 story keys as well, and I would highly recommend not skipping out on that. So that brings our grand total to 9 Elder Kais just for this series of events right here for the Goku and Arale, the Curse of the Blood Rubies, the Sleeping Princess, and the Mystical Adventure here. But that's not all. As we approach Valentine's Day, there will be this love-filled chocolate campaign for this season, and we don't know quite the full details of who's going to be offered, although we did see Margarita on the banner for the event, right? I think if we scroll down here, we see her on the banner. Where is it? That's right here. Margarita and Princess Trunks here, so prepare for the memes on that one. But either way, it looks like these two characters may be available for purchase with the Love-Filled Chocolate Slug. And I'll do a bigger breakdown on who you should pick when this comes. But if you have no need for any of them, you can also use your chocolates to purchase an Elder Kai. So that would bring our total up to 10 should you choose to pick up the Elder Kai. I think you have enough to get one of each plus the Elder Kai by the end of the campaign, right? 735. Yeah, you would have enough. So 10 total Kais just from doing all of that. Moving on, the next stage, since this stage does return, this Baby Saga GT story event, that means the medals in the shop refresh as well. So for this stage, you will want to run Corroded Body and Mind. Not that many LRs, but there are a few to help you. But you load up with your support memory, and I find that, where is it? Here it is. Stage 7 is the quickest drop rate for all of them. You run Stage 7 on this event, and you will pick up your medals in no time. You'll take these medals over to the Hercule Badge Shop, and for 10,000 and 15,000, so 25,000 in total, will net you 2 more Elder Kais, bringing our grand total up to 12. So pretty darn good. But that's not all. There's still more. So even if you just did all of that, you've got 10 Elder Kais for whatever unit you want, right? That's a full super attack for whatever unit you need. But we do also have these growth support campaign missions. Now, if you may have completed some of these, you may not. I'm going to just assume you have not for the sake of this video. And if you didn't, there's at least one Elder Kai you can get for raising any other unit's super attack level up to 10. So if you grind out that Yamcha that just released and raise his super attack up, you can get yourself one extra Elder Kai for doing so. I don't think there is anything else other than a bunch of Dozing Kais, but we're not going to count that up. But know that if you perform Extreme Z Awakenings, you'll pick up some Dozing Kais as well. So we got a grand total of 13 so far for the Elder Kais. Moving on, for the missions for this particular campaign, just by doing, your story events and Dokkan events and all that good stuff, you're going to be looking at not only story keys and a bunch of other good rewards, but at least one more Elder Kai. So count them 14 Elder Kais. Finally, that brings us to the login mission, or the login bonuses that you get every day for logging in. And it does look like, as we scroll through here, let's see, there's some Dozing Kais throughout the campaign. You get the chocolate on the 13th. On the 20th, here we go. So 15 Elder Kais on the 20th, and 16 by the 27th. So very, very nice. 16 Elder Kais. That puts us really, really close. But there's still one last event to pick up Elder Kais. We always like to make sure we cover it because it is worth it, right? You can get 4 more Elder Kais, counting up a total of 20 for completion of all 3 levels for 3 times for this month's Ultimate Clash, and this resets every month. So clearing this month will net you 4 more Elder Kais, giving our grand total to 20. So that's actually quite a lot for a celebration, all things considered. Most celebrations, you're usually looking around 10 to 11, maybe 15 on the highest. So the fact that this short celebration, this is just part 1, mind you, right? There's still another half of the campaign that we have no idea about coming in part 2. So yeah, that's 20 Elder Kais from part 1 of this campaign. That's a whole LR if they didn't have a grindable super attack. So I'd highly recommend you go out of your way to make sure you get up these Elder Kais so you can save them for future characters. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, now that we're all done with all the big events, what's your Elder Kai stash looking like? Would love to see how much you guys are on right now. I think I've got about 200, not including the different type of Grand Kais, but yeah, I'm sitting on about 200. Would love to see where you guys are at. So anyways, guys, if nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.